We're living in the golden age of remakes. Classic titles are being rebuilt from the ground up, not just polished with a fresh coat of paint, but completely reimagined with modern visuals, smoother gameplay, and cinematic storytelling. Whether it's horror games that'll make you jump out of your chair, RPGs that'll eat up your weekends, or action adventures that defined an entire generation, these remakes are here to remind us why we fell in love with gaming in the first place. So let's dive into the 15 upcoming remake games that are about to take over your consoles and your free time. Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake is officially dropping on March 12th, 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PC, and Nintendo Switch 2. This isn't just a simple remaster. Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja have rebuilt the game from the ground up with modern visuals, spatial audio, and refined controls. You'll step back into that cursed village with twin sisters Mio and Mayu, armed only with the camera obscura, which now has new filters, zoom, and focus functions to make ghost encounters even more terrifying. The remake promises improved lighting, shadows, and atmosphere, so every corner feels more haunting than ever. And yes, holding Mayu's hand actually restores health and spirit power, which is both creepy and oddly wholesome. If you thought the original was unsettling, wait until you see these spirits in 4K HDR. It's basically a nightmare you can't pause. Horror fans, mark your calendars, because this is shaping up to be one of the scariest remakes of the decade. Now let's talk about one of the most legendary RPGs ever made, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. The remake has been in development hell for years, bouncing from Aspyr to Saber Interactive, but as of late 2025, Sony confirmed it's still alive as a PS5 timed exclusive. No firm release date yet, but leaks suggest it's targeting late 2025 or beyond. This remake isn't just a visual overhaul, it's a full modernization of the classic BioWare RPG, bringing cinematic combat, updated visuals, and possibly reworked story beats while keeping the moral choice system intact. Fans are hyped to see Revan's saga retold with modern tech, though there's cautious optimism given the delays and rumors of cancellations. Still, the idea of revisiting the Old Republic era with next-gen fidelity is massive. If they nail the writing and keep the freedom of choice, this could be the definitive Star Wars RPG experience for a whole new generation. And here's a remake that's been teased, delayed, and memed to death. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time Remake. Originally announced back in 2020, it's been through multiple studios, but Ubisoft Montreal finally took over and confirmed a 2026 release window, with ESRB ratings hinting at a March 2026 launch. The game promises a faithful recreation of the classic, with updated visuals, smoother animations, and modernized combat. The rewind mechanic, the heart of Sands of Time, is being rebuilt to feel more fluid and cinematic, which is crucial because that's what made the original stand out. Fans are cautiously excited since Ubisoft has been quiet for years, but recent leaks suggest the game is nearly ready, with assets uploaded to official servers and ratings locked in. If Ubisoft delivers, this could be the comeback of one of the most iconic action-adventure titles ever, finally giving the prince the spotlight he deserves in the modern era. Alright, Yakuza fans, this one's a double punch. RGG Studio is bringing us Yakuza Kiwami 3, a full remake of the 2009 classic, and pairing it with an entirely new spin-off called Dark Ties. Both drop on February 12th, 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PC, and Switch 2. Kiwami 3 reworks the original story of Kiryu, balancing life at the Morning Glory Orphanage with the chaos of the Tojo clan, but now with modern visuals, smoother combat, and expanded sub-stories. Meanwhile, Dark Ties is a fresh narrative starring antagonist Yoshitaka Mine, giving fans a whole new perspective on the Yakuza world. Expect brutal street fights, karaoke nights, and side quests that range from heartfelt to hilariously bizarre. RGG is celebrating the series' 20th anniversary, so they're pulling out all the stops. If you thought Kiwami 1 and 2 were impressive, this combo release is shaping up to be one of the biggest Yakuza drops ever. Lara Croft is back, and this time she's diving straight into myth. Tomb Raider: Legacy of Atlantis is set to launch in 2026 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Developed by Crystal Dynamics with Flying Wild Hog, this remake reimagines Lara's debut adventure, sending her across Peru, Greece, Egypt, and a mysterious Mediterranean island tied to the legend of Atlantis. The game promises cinematic visuals, fluid traversal, and puzzles that blend classic Tomb Raider design with modern mechanics. You'll be hunting for the Scion artifact, battling predators, and dodging deadly traps. Basically everything that made Lara iconic, but rebuilt for next-gen hardware. The announcement trailer teased sprawling ruins, lush jungles, and mythic contraptions that look straight out of an action movie. Fans are hyped because it's not just nostalgia. It's a chance to see Lara's origins retold with today's tech, giving her the epic scale she deserves.
But it lit a fire that still burns. I need to see more. I need to go further. To uncover the secrets of Atlantis. Some legends are destined to be retold.
Now let's talk about a cult classic RPG from China that's finally getting its due. Sword and Fairy 4 Remake is in development with Unreal Engine 5, coming to PC with no set release date yet. Originally released in 2007, Sword and Fairy 4 is beloved for its Qianxia-inspired fantasy world, mixing martial arts, mythology, and emotional storytelling. The remake promises gorgeous visuals, reworked combat, and a more cinematic presentation, while keeping the heart of the original intact. The trailer showed sweeping landscapes, mystical beasts, and characters caught in tragic destinies, basically the kind of drama RPG fans live for. While Western audiences may not know the series as well, it's a cornerstone of Chinese RPGs, and this remake could finally give it global recognition. If you're into Final Fantasy-style storytelling but with a heavy dose of Chinese mythology, this is one to keep on your radar. Square Enix officially confirmed Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is dropping on February 5th, 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PC, Nintendo Switch, and Switch 2. This isn't a simple remaster, it's a full reimagining of the PS1 classic, rebuilt in Unreal Engine with a vibrant, handcrafted art style that makes every island and dungeon pop with personality. The story still follows Oster and his friends as they restore lost civilizations by piecing together fragments of the past, but now with cinematic cutscenes, streamlined progression, and modernized turn-based combat. Square Enix even confirmed multiple editions, with early access for deluxe buyers. Fans are hyped because Dragon Quest VII was always massive, easily 100 plus hours, and this remake promises to make it more approachable without losing the epic scale. If you've ever wanted to dive into one of the most ambitious JRPGs ever, this is the definitive way to do it.
Each forgotten land seems to have its own tale to tell, such as Frobisher, where Faraday Castle is overrun with automata, robotic soldiers hell-bent on laying waste to anyone who gets in their way. Then there's the haunting melodies of Hartlepool. How wonderful! That seem to make the townspeople vanish in the dead of night. Or the mystery surrounding the departure of Albalad's very own queen, after their temple became overrun with terrible monsters. Or the poor soul's caught in a rather amusing curse in Larka.
Let's go and investigate.
And the vibrant flaming festival of Emberdale, where the locals toss fire back into the core of the volcano. There's lots more to discover, but that's for another day, my friends. See you on our next adventure into this enchanted world of Dragon Quest VII.
Halo Campaign Evolved is a full remake of the original Halo Combat Evolved 2001, rebuilt in Unreal Engine 5 by Halo Studios and launching in 2026 for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. This isn't just a visual upgrade, it's a complete overhaul of the campaign, with expanded missions, new set pieces, and modern mechanics like seamless cross-platform co-op, 4-player online support, and 2-player split screen on consoles. The reveal at Halo World Championship showed updated environments, dynamic lighting, and reworked AI that makes Covenant and Flood encounters more intense than ever. Fans are buzzing because this is the first time Halo's original campaign is being rebuilt from scratch, not just remastered. If they nail the nostalgia while adding fresh content, this could be the definitive way to relive one of gaming's most iconic shooters.
The Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here.
Lock and load, rock and roll!
Give them hell, Chief.
Multiple insiders, including Dusk Golem, leaks that Bloober Team has been secretly working on a Silent Hill 1 remake, targeting a 2027 release for PS5 and PC. Konami already confirmed Silent Hill 2 remake, Townfall, and Silent Hill F, but this project is supposedly part of their long-term revival plan. The remake would reimagine Harry Mason's terrifying search for his daughter in the foggy town, with modern visuals, reworked combat, and psychological horror dialed up to 11. While Konami hasn't officially announced it yet, leaks suggest development has been ongoing for 3 years, and Bloober's track record with horror makes them a solid fit. Fans are cautiously optimistic. Silent Hill 1 is sacred ground, and if they get it right, this could be the definitive way to experience the nightmare that started it all. Alright, strategy junkies, here's one that'll freeze your soul. Frostpunk 1886 is the official sequel to 11-Bit Studios' brutal survival city builder, set to launch in 2027 exclusively on PC. The original Frostpunk was all about keeping your people alive in a frozen wasteland, and this new entry takes us back to the roots of the catastrophe, the year 1886, when volcanic eruptions and ash clouds plunged the world into a deadly winter. Expect even harsher moral choices, new technologies, and expanded city-building mechanics that push you to balance hope and despair. The devs teased larger maps, more complex societies, and branching storylines where every decision can doom or save your colony. If you thought choosing between child labor and starvation was rough, Frostpunk 1886 is going to test your humanity even harder. Basically, it's SimCity meets existential dread, and fans of the genre are already bracing themselves for another round of painful but addictive survival. Gothic 1 Remake is finally happening, with THQ Nordic confirming an early 2026 release for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. The original Gothic from 2001 was a gritty, immersive RPG set in a prison colony surrounded by monsters and political intrigue, and this remake is rebuilding it from scratch in Unreal Engine 5. Expect modern combat, cinematic storytelling, and a fully reworked world that still captures the raw atmosphere of the original. The devs promise to keep the freedom of choice intact. You can join different factions, shape your destiny, and explore a dangerous open world where every decision matters. Fans were skeptical at first, but the playable teaser showed off stunning visuals, improved dialogue, and a combat system that feels more fluid while staying true to Gothic's identity. If you've ever wanted to experience one of Europe's most beloved RPGs without the clunky controls, this remake is your golden ticket.
Awaken!
Now let's talk about a fan favorite, Persona 4 Revival, set for early 2027 or later on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Atlus is bringing back the beloved JRPG that first hit PS2 in 2008, but this isn't just a remaster, it's a full revival project with modern visuals, reworked combat, and expanded social link systems. The story still follows Yu Narukami and the investigation team as they dive into the mysterious Midnight Channel to solve a string of murders, but Atlus hinted at new scenarios, voice acting, and even additional endings. Persona 4 has always been praised for its mix of dungeon crawling, slice-of-life storytelling, and unforgettable characters like Chie, Yukiko, and Teddy. Fans are buzzing because Persona 5 set a new bar for style and gameplay, and now Persona 4 is getting that same treatment. If you missed the original or only played Golden, Revival is shaping up to be the definitive way to experience one of the most iconic JRPGs ever. Trails in the Sky Second Chapter Remake is officially set for 2026 on PC, PS5, and Nintendo Switch 2. This is the continuation of Estelle and Joshua's epic journey, rebuilt with modern visuals and updated combat systems. The original SC was beloved for its emotional storytelling, political intrigue, and massive world building that laid the foundation for the entire Trails series. The remake promises cinematic cutscenes, voice acting across all main scenarios, and smoother turn-based combat with new animations. Falcom confirmed they're keeping the deep orbment system intact, but with quality of life tweaks to make battles flow better. Fans are hyped because SC was always considered one of the best JRPG sequels ever. It's bigger, darker, and more emotional than the first game. If you've never played Trails, this remake is the perfect entry point, and longtime fans are already bracing themselves to cry all over again when those story twists hit in HD.
Never give up. I will bring Joshua back home.
Half-Life fans, this one's been cooking for years. Operation Black Mesa is a fan-driven remake of Half-Life Opposing Force, rebuilt in Source Engine and coming to PC with no set release date yet. The project has been in development by Tripmind Studios, aiming to give Gordon Freeman's world a fresh perspective through the eyes of Adrian Shepard, the soldier sent to contain the Black Mesa incident. Expect updated visuals, reworked AI, and expanded levels that stay faithful to the original while adding modern polish. The devs have been clear, this isn't just nostalgia, it's a full reimagining with multiplayer support, new voice acting, and enhanced gunplay. Fans are excited because Opposing Force was always underrated compared to the main Half-Life games, and this remake could finally give it the spotlight it deserves. If you're hungry for more Half-Life content while Valve stays quiet, Operation Black Mesa is shaping up to be the next best thing. And finally, let's talk about one of the most anticipated RPG revivals, Fable, set for 2026 on PC and Xbox Game Pass. Playground Games, the studio behind Forza Horizon, is leading development, and they're promising a full reboot of the beloved fantasy RPG. The reveal trailer showed off Albion in stunning Unreal Engine 5 detail, with lush forests, quirky humor, and that classic British charm the series is known for. Fable is all about choices, whether you're a noble hero or a chicken-kicking menace, and Playground confirmed morality systems are back, but with deeper consequences that ripple across the world. Fans are buzzing because Fable has always balanced heartfelt storytelling with ridiculous comedy, and this remake looks like it's doubling down on both. With Game Pass Day 1 access, it's set to be one of the biggest RPG launches of 2026. Basically, get ready to laugh, cry, and probably punt a few chickens in glorious 4K.
You thought you could save her?
You know, it's your life and death stuff. That's what defines you, doesn't it? Really, stays with you. I knew this one hero. I took her in when she had nowhere else to go. Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion. Thought I'd get her out there, make the most of her gift. But you know what it's like when you're young and you have a point to prove. I tell you, this kid, she had it all. The skill.
And that's the full lineup. 15 massive remakes ready to crash into our consoles and PCs like a nostalgia tsunami. So tell me, which remake are you most hyped to dive back into? Drop your pick in the comments, smash that like button if you enjoyed the ride, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives, countdowns, and gaming breakdowns. Until next time, keep your save files backed up, your controllers charged, and your nostalgia ready, because the past is coming back, bigger and better than ever.